All right, let's play with the pen tool. So I have a blank page, and I am going to, because we're making a book about Michigan, I want to draw one of my favorite things about Michigan, which there's a lot, but one of my favorite foods, I should say, are cherries. So I'm going to go to the plus, and I'm going to use the pen. And when I pull that up, you're going to see that it's going to give me all the pen tools. So I have markers, paintbrushes, crayons, highlighters, so on. We'll talk about this auto tool in just a minute. But I'm going to start to draw a cherry tree. So I'm going to choose the marker, and I want to choose a color for my trunk of my tree. So I click on the circle there that will give me the different options for colors. And just like any other draw tool, it now pulls up that pen and I can begin to draw on this page. Just like any other drawing tool on, a Chromebook or with a mouse or with a, trackpad. It's not going to be perfect, but if you are using the iPads, you might get a little more precise there. I'm going to choose a pen again, and I'm going to create my tree top. And you're going to see, I'll just use this magic pen, which is kind of fun. We have this magic ink down here, which is just kind of glittery, different colored types. This one's actually grass, but it'll work for the top of my tree here. You can see that now I can make my tree trunk. I definitely need to add some cherries to my cherry tree. So I'm going to go back to the draw tool, and I'm going to go to auto because I am not the best drawer. But if I get in here and I start drawing what I think looks like a cherry, you can see at the top of my page there how it starts to auto generate. This is AI working. What do you think I'm drawing? Well, it picked up right away that it thought I'm drawing a cherry, which is pretty good. But it might be an apple, right? Could be flowers, could be a pear. We don't know. But I'm drawing cherries. So I'm going to choose the cherry option. And I'm going to resize it, place it where I want. Now, here's kind of the bummer about this right now. Hopefully they change this soon. When I auto generate an image, I have to place it where I want it. Once it's placed, I can't move it. So if I didn't like it, after all, where I placed it, I will definitely have to come back and redo it. So I'd have to delete it and redo it. So just letting kids know that if they use this tool, then they need to make sure they have it placed where they want it. I can get in here and draw again if I wanted just another set of cherries. So again, not the most perfect tool yet, but it's coming along. So I place those cherries where I want them. I'll hit done. Now I can, which is kind of fun. I have this fill tool. So this fill tool allows me to fill in objects or drawings that are closed. Okay, so if I were to close this tree up, I'd be able to fill in the entire top of the tree. I'm going to fill in my cherries with red. So I click on the fill tool, I choose the color that I want them to be. And then when I click on the cherries, you're going to see that they will turn red. So it's kind of just a fun little fill tool. Emojis are another way that the kids can add to their drawings. I could say yum, click on the yummy emoji and add that to my drawing. When I'm all set, I hit done and it adds that image to my page. Now from here, if I wanted to add some text, say cherries are my favorite, I could do that. Or a really fun piece to Book Creator is that you can record your own voice. So I'm going to record myself saying that cherries are my favorite food from Michigan. And I would do that. I'll hit start record. It's going to count down 3, 2, 1. I will say what I want to say, and then you'll see how it's going to add it as an option on my page. You might not hear it while I do it because I have headphones in, but we'll just go ahead and then show you how it works. 3, 2, 1. Cherries are my favorite food from Michigan. Stop recording. I can play it back if I want to hear it. I can delete it, but if I'm good with it, I can use recording. So now you see it adds this little icon here to show that I have added a voice recording. It will play back for you. But I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to go up here to the inspector button and I'm going to actually add a transcript. So I'm going to generate that transcript. You can also enter it manually if you want, but it will listen to my voice recording and pull up the text from the voice recording. All right, and once I have that, you're going to see that students will have the transcript there as well. So if you have a student that is hearing impaired, or you want them to be able to read or listen, they can click on that and that will pull up the transcript for them. You always do have the right to edit. So if it didn't come out quite right, you can click on edit, edit the text, and hit done. So go ahead and play with the draw button or the pen option and maybe practice recording something on your page.